Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. Got a couple of pocket pistols here for you. I've got the LCP Max. This is the elite version, which just means it's got a red anodized trigger, stainless steel guide rod, and a few coated internal parts. Other than that, it's just a base model LCP Max. And I have the LCP 2. And you can tell this one's got some wear on her. This old girl has traveled a few miles in my pocket. Matter of fact, it was the gun that I took with me whenever I got sent to California for 8 months and took one gun. I took this one. It was, low capacity, didn't have to worry about breaking their laws and crap over there. Plus, it was cheap enough to where if the commies seized it in California, so what, I was out a couple $100, no big deal. But it was reliable enough to where I felt comfortable with it, and I shot it well enough to where I felt comfortable with it. So that says a lot for a pocket pistol, because I searched for years to find a pocket pistol that I could shoot. I've had the LCP original one, which kind of sucked. The trigger was terrible, sights were terrible. I had the, the Kel-Tec P3AT. Had it, it sucked. It was terrible, couldn't hardly shoot it. But when this one came out, the LCP 2, it really changed things for me because the trigger is very, very shootable. It actually had decent sights. Granted, they're still just milled sights, but they actually have sights. The original's very, very, very small sights. And then the LCP Max comes out. More capacity, even better sights. Got a front night sight, U-notch rear. U-notch is, I can take it or leave it, not a big deal for me, but definitely better sights. It's got a little bit more girth in the trigger, or in the grip, but essentially they're the same guns. This one's just more capacity and some upgrades to it. And I think this is a very, very good handgun for carrying in your pocket. Don't get me wrong, this one still is too. I still carry this one. But this one, you're going to have a little bit more weight because you got more rounds, and you're going to have a little bit more width because you got more rounds. Let's see just exactly how much more width you got here. So you can see there, not terrible amount extra, but definitely some. There's no free lunch. You're going to have to give up some dimensions somewhere, and there is some width difference. As far as shootability, I feel like I shoot them both equally well. Maybe a little bit more to the LCP Max just because it does have better sights and a little bit more meat for in the hand. But like I said, the selling point to this LCP 2 original to me was the shootability. So real quick, I want to show you something that I discovered as well. So this is the original pocket holster that I bought years ago. I can't even remember who it is, like PJ holsters or something like that. And it fit my LCP 2 very, very well. You can see there's no wiggle here. Click in place. It's starting to wear now, but a definite click in place. And I'd read that the holsters were interchangeable. So when I first got my Max, I tried it, and there's no click. And there is a little wiggle. See, there's a little bit of wiggle in there, but this is for the LCP 2. So I went to the same website, bought the same holster. Of course, it's designed a little bit differently because a few years in between purchasing these holsters. But I bought this one specifically for the LCP Max. Figured red holster, red trigger, I wouldn't get them confused that way. But it fits exactly the same. A little bit better click, but still some wiggle. And you put the LCP 2 in there, no wiggle. So it's almost, and it may just be this company used the same mold to make it, thinking that they would fit interchangeably, but it does seem like the holsters, there is a little bit of discrepancy there in the fitment, at least with these, in my experience, these two guns and those two holsters. So as far as that goes, that is what it is. I did have a commenter in my original video of the LCP Max talking about point of aim being very, very low on his. I think he said several inches at just 7 yards. So I've got some of these hand loads here, and then I've got some Fiocchi as well. And I'm just gonna put some shots, aim center of mass of my Infinity Defense target up there. If y'all don't have one of those, go check out the description. TGD 15, get you a discount. Link below. Excellent targets. I'm just gonna put some on what I would call paper because I can see my shots here. I'll do both. I'm gonna start with the Max and see if I get, because I didn't really notice it before, but I shot all steel too, so who knows. But I'm gonna load up 5 of these hand loads, 5 of these Fiocchi, and we'll go from there. And then I'll do the LCP2, just see if the point of impacts are the same. All right, so I got 5 hand loads here. See what we can do. It is shooting very, very low. Never noticed that before. Let me try the Fiocchi hand loads. It's shooting low left, and I know that's typically a shooter issue. Low left is a trigger control issue a lot of times, but I don't feel like I was having trigger issues there. I don't know. We're getting ready to see if the factory ammo makes a difference though. Let's try 5 of these. First time I've had that. Didn't lock open, that was me though. Well, those shot more to point of impact, or point of aim, I mean. Maybe it was me on the first one. I don't know. Let me try that again though. I'm gonna try the hand loads again. All right, let's try the hand loads one more time. Man, it's gonna be embarrassing if that was me on that first 5. Dang it, that was me on the first 5. Amateur. I got the LCP2 here. Let's try it out. These are 5 hand loads. Oh man. We got a guest or 2. Well, y'all see. Y'all just wanted to be in a chicken video, didn't you? You don't want to be in my chicken videos, I promise. All right, they're over there eating on some old pumpkin, so we'll try her now. Double feed. Not looking good, guys. Point of impact looked pretty good on those too. So that first 5's pretty embarrassing, I gotta say. Y'all be sure to go over and check out Vetter Holsters. They're a big sponsor of the channel, help me out quite a bit, so y'all get over there and help them out as well. Here's one of their outside the waistband models. Awesome design. They have about any design you can think of. They're also one of the few companies that I've seen making holsters like this with the claw attachment inside the waistband model that fits the Glock 29 and the 10mm versions of the XDMs. So if you have a gun, they probably make a holster for it. Check out Vetter Holsters. And while we're at it, I gotta mention Target Sports. They just became a sponsor of the channel. If you shoot very much throughout the year, their Ammo Plus membership is well worth it. It'll pay for itself in the year's time if you shoot very much at all. So be sure to go check out Target Sports. Their link is below. All right, let's just bang around on some steel here. See if we can get some of those malfunction I was having there a little bit ago. This is the Fiocchi factory stuff. Actually, the same malfunction I had with the Max and the Fiocchi earlier. Just didn't want to go into battery. Now that one, the slide locked open, I hit the slide release, and it done the same thing. I don't think this gun likes that Fiocchi. Let's try the LCP2. I've got it fully loaded with the Fiocchi. No malfunctions there. Let me load that Max up with hand loads and see if we get a malfunction. I've got the Max loaded up with the hand loads. If it feeds these better, I don't know what to say, because these are flat nose. Those Fiocchi are round nose. I don't know. Don't ask me. LCP 2 hand loads. The Max is definitely easier to control recoil with. I feel like just the bigger grip helps me hold on to it a little bit more. The LCP 2 kind of wants to get up out of your hand a little bit, but you know, nature of the beast. Well, there they are, guys. That's what we got today. As far as in the pocket carry, which is what I do with these, that's all I'll ever do with these is pocket carry. And most of the time when I'm doing that, it's in like bowl shorts or cargo shorts or something like that. If I have on jeans, I typically have on a belt, which means that I have on my belt gun. But I can tell a little bit of difference carrying them, of course, in the pocket with the LCP Max being a little bit thicker and a tad bit heavier because you do have more rounds. Both of them are great. I like them both. I'm gonna run that Max a little bit more before I put full faith in it. I've shot that LCP 2 quite a bit. I believe in it pretty well, even though I did have a malfunction here with that double feed. That's a very rare thing that I've experienced with that particular handgun. But it seems like every time I've brought the Max out, I've had at least 1 or 2 issues of some sort. So I'm probably going to run it a little bit more before I put full confidence in carrying it all the time in my pocket. And until then, I'll run that LCP 2 in my pocket, bounce around in cargo shorts banging off my thigh, because that's typically what it does as its life. So I'm going to get my chickens and get on out of here, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Stay tuned.